Dunn, Producing Artistic Director of Northern Stage.
I'm Sarah Wansley, Associate Artistic Director.
And I'm Eric Love, the Director of Education and Associate Artistic Director.
Another year of COVID pivoting here at Northern Stage, but we are still standing strong. And so much of that is because of you, our family of supporters. We could not be here without you, and we're so grateful.
One of the ways we'd like to show our appreciation is by sharing with you our upcoming 2022-2023 season before we share it with the general public.
We are so excited to share these fantastic shows with you that we know you are going to love. And once again, thank you for your support. We couldn't do what we do here without you.
We are so excited to share with you that next season is our 25th anniversary. 25 years of theater here in White River Junction. It is going to be an extraordinary season because of that. It's going to be a season that has new work and work that's being reimagined, and really that's going to bring our community together in a very, very powerful way. To open our 25th anniversary season, we will see you outside in our newly beloved Courtyard Theater. We are bringing Side by Sondheim to you. Really, it's an important moment. Stephen Sondheim passed away this year. He is absolutely the greatest musical theater writer of the 20th and into the 21st century. We want to celebrate Sondheim. We want to bring music that you love. There are so many favorites, and it's really time to light up the night with this passionate and brilliant work.
Next up, we'll head back here to the Byrne Theater for the world premiere of Shook, a new musical by Alexis Shear, Zoe Sarnak, directed by Maggie Burrows. This is Northern Stage's first ever musical commission, so we have developed the piece from the ground up, and you'll be the first audience to experience this amazing musical that tells the story of a team of high schoolers competing at a Shakespeare competition. The stakes are high, and here to tell us about the piece is our director, Maggie Burrows.
Shook is a story about finding your voice, whatever that might be, and giving yourself the time and space to find it. I think it's about the ways in which we are asked from a young age to play a particular part based on our type or identity, and Shook is exploring how those roles are assigned and in what ways we might subvert them, want something else, and really just give ourselves the time to figure out what it is that we might want.
All the world's a stage and I've been clinging to the page to survive.
For our holiday show, we are presenting another world premiere. Carol and I are adapting The Railway Children.
This is a classic British novel that I used to read to my children. The whole story takes place in a railway town, like White River Junction.
Also, it is a story about family, and they come upon hard times, and it's really about the transformation that brings community together.
We just think it's a beautiful new holiday tradition to have here in White River Junction, to focus on the word junction, coming together, to tell the story of family over the holidays and celebrate with a beautiful play with music and celebration. Our next show is yet again another world premiere. We said the 25th is a really amazing season, yes? Above Water by Celeste Jennings, one of our very favorite writers. We premiered Celeste's show Citrus just before the pandemic to sold-out houses. Above Water is about 4 generations of Black women whose history has been accidentally and sometimes intentionally forgotten and withheld. Here's the brilliant Celeste who will guide you into the beautiful world of this play.
I feel like a big point in this play for me that I can identify with is that for a long time I felt like I wasn't going to be able to understand my identity without knowing the details and the facts of my past. Because of the history of this country we live in, myself, my family, and so many, many other families can only go back so far when it comes to uncovering our lineage. I feel like my ancestors, my elders that are still living and breathing and uplifting me today, sometimes they forget things on purpose. Sometimes they hide details of their lives so that the future generations, so that we can thrive.
In March, we're going to be sharing a show we've dreamed of producing for a long time because it's such an important story. Sweat by Lynn, Nottage is a Pulitzer Prize winning drama that follows a group of factory workers who are experiencing layoffs as manufacturing declines in the U.S. in the early 2000s. This play is an extraordinarily well-written drama. It looks at Reading, Pennsylvania, which in 2011 was named the poorest city in the U.S., and really explores the human cost to the shift away from manufacturing in the U.S. This play explores divides between generations, between races, and looks at the way we shape our relationship to work, to sweat. The play asks what we owe each other when everything is falling apart. And in addition to touching on themes that I think are so important to our community, this play will also feature extraordinary performances. It's a real actor's drama. There couldn't be a more timely story than the story of sweat, and we are so excited to have these conversations with all of you.
To close out our season, we present Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility, adapted dynamically by Kate Hamill. This follows the feisty Dashwood sisters as they come against the pressures and societal expectations of 19th century England. Kate Hamill, on adapting Sense and Sensibility, said, "I wanted to create new female classics. I wrote Sense and Sensibility because I believe so deeply that the classics belong to everyone."
The 25th anniversary season will be
Profound.
Joyous.
Historic.
Riveting.
Powerful.
Dynamic.
Colorful. And collaborative.
Thought-provoking.
Fun. Cutting edge.
Electric.
Thrilling.
Elevated.
Intriguing.
and soul-filling. Thank you so much for joining us. We cannot wait to welcome you to the theater for our 25th anniversary season.